And good morning, Weeb Nation. I'm your host for today's geeky news, Animann. So, how's everyone this morning? We are here live from my Twitch channel. I hope everyone can hear me just fine. So, moving on to our first story. Hi everyone. Greetings. Good morning. Moving on to our first story. If you haven't done so, in the Epic Store, you know how it gives free games. Well, this one ends in a couple of days, so be sure to grab this if you haven't done so already. It's called Dandara Trials of Fear, and this is the Fear Edition. Oh, yeah. So this is it says Dangerous Trials of Fear Edition. I don't know what other editions there are, but there's that one. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is very unscripted. I looked at this last night and I just woke up. So, there's that. Good morning, everyone. I sometimes ask myself, why am I doing this at 8 in the morning? Oh, because, it's actually true morning. And maybe some of you are on your commute to work and you want to hear the latest geeky news. So, grab your cup of coffee and join me. So good. Alright, moving on to our next story. There is a new patent submitted by Sony in which one person will be playing a VR game, and the audience with their cell phones or entertainment devices can choose do choices for the one who's playing the VR game. For example, in the example here, this person is playing VR, and I think, for another example, like just for the sake of examples, he's about to fight a boss. So here's the audience choosing a weapon for that person, and they chose a ladle. So that person has to fight the boss with a ladle, for example. And so in other words, they're just messing with the one who's playing the game. So there's that. So that's really fun. I mean, that's going to be a really fun development. And so that's what's in development right now in technology and entertainment. So moving on to our next story. In Japan, there's been chaos in Akihabara because, as you know, the PS5 came out in November. So there was a restock in Akihabara, and what happened was there's over a big crowd, they want their PS5. and what's it called? No, my mama just walked in here. It's locked. She always unlocks it anyways. Okay, so in other news, peace has been ruined if there's a PS5 on the shelves in Japan. Usually it's really peaceful, but when there's a PS5, the weeps come out and they just want their PS5. So there's that. So the police was actually called and the sale was canceled, interestingly. So moving on to our next story. In anime news, Goblin Slayer, this guy, has gotten its second season, and it's announced to release this year, 2021. So let's look forward to that. If you guys haven't seen it, it might not be for new anime watchers. It's pretty disturbing when it comes to gore and stuff. So yeah. Oh, and Pinnock Betty likes Goblin Slayer because she's into that gore stuff. So yeah. So okay. So yeah, that is the latest news for right now. Oh, I see Selenium gifted Mr. Meow with a sub to my channel. Thank you, Selenium. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. All right, moving on to the weather. Okay. So we have here a new staff member on board. His name is Weatherman, so we're gonna move the story to the Weatherman. So please give him a warm welcome. He is new. Okay. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I don't know why there's... Okay, that won't go away anymore. Okay. So here is the Weatherman. The weather is what it was yesterday! So anyways, moving on to our next segment. Here is Geek News. I mean, not Geek News, Meme Review. So when you tell a girl you bring home 6 figures a month. Yeah, there's, you know, instead of money, it's, you know, toys, figures. Okay, moving on to our next meme. I had to follow this dude for an hour just to see the ending. Sometimes you get really invested into TV shows and anime. It's just really awkward when, I guess, when they get home. Okay, moving on to our next meme. Well, when manga readers try to spoil it for the anime watchers. It happens so much, especially with My Hero Academia. They're so far in the manga. So yeah, thank you everyone, and that's it for our episode of Geek News. Once again, my name is Animann, and I'm out. Peace. Thank you for joining. So I'll be right back.